our black, Latino, and Native American. When the Lord says that our kingdom is to come, as long as we follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
I got the camera bag, I'm the cameraman. If shit getting active, I'ma stand it down. We taking ground, call the ambulance. That shit go. Look. If shit go, look, you best get right, or you'll get look. You got that, that shit go. If you got a problem, we'll handle it. Niggas acting hard, you better stand on it. We on every corner, we stamping it. You better get your life for this camp shit. We ain't playing around, there's no cowards, dog. If niggas charged up, you get powered off. Rude of speech, keep it raw. It ain't my fault that you niggas soft. It ain't my fault that these niggas frauds. It ain't my fault that them niggas rats. If your colors fly, you don't get that shit go. Look. If shit go, look, you best get right, or you'll get look. You got that shit go. Look. If shit go, look, you best get right, or you'll get look. You got that shit go.
B-Raw, wanna go to war, gotta have it to the van. Tryna cut the semen, something you don't understand. Getting checked from my betterment, better take it like a man. Nigga, how you walk away from camp? If you willing to die, you better be willing to stand. Take a trip around the world, see a bunch of corners held by them UPK niggas. All them UPK niggas go to camp. And I'm on Shamar head hanging out the car. Wonder when I pull up straight to the battlefield. And I'ma make sure niggas make it back home. Say, nigga, what you thought? Well, anything moving, I be on. Gotta remind them, we nothing like them niggas that you saw. If you hear back up, that'll be your last time to get out the way. The price to pay before
that shit go.
Nah, for real though.
Look. If shit go, look, you best get right, or you'll get look. You got that right. That shit go.
Nah, for real though.
Look. If shit go, look, you best get right, or you'll get look. You got that.
Y'all about to swim y'all shot right there. Move that song. The Father we fear. Israel.
Hey, shalom, y'all. Bashim Yabashua Rakathum. Let's clap it up. Hey, check this out. We got scripture breakdown with General Kathum tonight. Yahweh Shema Latham, Yahweh Bashim Yabashua Rakathum to all the Akim. Yahweh Shema Latham Bashim Yabashua to all the sisters. You understand? We're gonna have this scripture breakdown class tonight, man. You have any questions? Make sure you get into the chat. You see what I'm saying? If you got any questions, you got any anything you want to add, go ahead and put it in the chat. And the general will definitely answer some of your questions. If I can answer some of them right now, I will. You understand? Listen. It's like you gotta go. I don't know if everybody really paying attention to what's going on in the earth. You see what I'm saying? But if you can't see that the Most High is setting things in motion for our King to return, man, we got to wake up. You understand? Like, it's time that, like, we don't realize how dangerous of a time it is for us to be moving around the way we moving and not have the protection of the Most High, to not have the backing of the Most High. You understand? To not be on the Most High side. Like, it's critical now. It's critical now that we get into this truth. Hey, shalom, sis. It's critical now that we get into this truth, man, because here's the thing. When we say we are being hunted, when we say we're being hunted, when we say we're prey, you see what I'm saying? If you don't have the protection of the Lord, man, any day, any hour, any moment could be your time. You see what I'm saying? The way that the way that these devils are unaliving and setting things up in this earth, you understand? Like we have to be the people. We have to be the people that realize when the Lord say He gonna put a hedge of protection around us, that hedge of protection comes. That hedge of protection comes with I don't say with a cost, but you got to be doing something. Huh? Like keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments is how you get it. You see what I'm saying? Like we got to realize that this oppressor, man, we gonna get it in the scripture. Like everybody been following what's been going on with Nolan Wells. You know, Nolan Wells. You know, you hearing audio and you seeing video. Listen, they covering up, but that brother was unalive, doc. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Shalom, what's going on out? Understand that? That brother was unalive. You see what I'm saying? What's going on, bro? How you feeling now? Understand? Hey, Slap, you could slide these chairs this way and slide the Akim chair more into the middle. Hey, Slide, yeah. Hey, Slide. Bro, what's his name? Movie Hating Your Do-Rag for me? Hey, Arawad, you let them do that. You can come right back. Come back here. Yeah, set it up. Like, set these up to like line up with this right here and move them down some more. What? Yeah, so we're gonna get just move it over just a little. Yeah, so we're gonna get into the scripture, man. We're gonna show when the Most High say that we are, you know, being preyed upon. We're gonna get this in the scripture. Let me get Lamentations 1 and 5 up the show. Okay. It's like a Lamentation 11 and 5. Okay. No, it's 1 and 5. 1 and 5. Let me see. 11 and 5, sir? No, hold on 1 second. Lamentations 5 and 11. Shalom. 5 and 11. Go. Hey, Shalom, Cap. Go. Shalom, Yosef. Duh. Like that, you want to? Sorry, Law. Come on. Shalom, Yosef. Duh. Go, we get description to Cap come up. No. Good.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 11. They ravished the women in Zion.
It's like, I'm looking for, let's say, they now sent. Lamentations.
Four and 18.
Yeah.
It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps.
Yeah. The scriptures say that they hunt our steps out. You see what I'm saying? Like when you hunt, you set traps up for them so you can catch them. You see what I'm saying? You set traps up and you set all different type of vices up so that you can catch them while they're weak. You understand? Like a hunter, like I always bring up the Duck Dynasty. People know them, they became billionaires because they made a whistle that sounded like a duck. So when the duck is when the duck is defenseless, they will unalive the ducks, you understand? That's what they do to us, man. They hunt our steps. Go ahead.
We cannot go in our streets.
We can't even go in the streets, huh? You see what I'm saying? Like it don't matter if you're what they consider legal or illegal. If you Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, we can't even go into the streets out. We can't go into the streets without realizing that our life could be taken away from us at any moment. You don't have to break the law. You can do everything correct. You can do everything right. You understand? You can deal with this with this oppressor the right way, the correct way, to still lose your life out. You understand? He hunt our steps that we can't even go into the street. Go ahead.
Come. Our end is near.
Our end is near. That's how it feels. You ever been pulled over by the police and your tags was right, your registration was right? You see what I'm saying? You know, you may have been, you know, going 5 miles over the speed limit or something like that. You feel me? But when that police get behind you, you start figuring, damn, should I be recording this interaction? And say our end is near. That's how it feels. Go ahead.
Our days are fulfilled.
Say our days are fulfilled. That's how it comes off. You understand? That's something that the brother Nolan Wells didn't understand. The brother Nolan Wells didn't understand that, man. You understand? Like when you in tune as a Black, Hispanic, and Native American, when you go anywhere, when you in any environment, when you don't see us there, something feels off. You understand? You ever went somewhere and you start looking for Black people? You start saying like, damn, where we at? You see what I'm saying? Like if we not there, we don't feel comfortable.
Right.
So do you know the brainwashing you have to erase that natural instinct? That natural instinct of, man, I'm surrounded by nothing but oppressors. You understand? Like when you lose that instinct, that's when you become prone to destruction. Now. Read that part again.
God, our end is near.
They say our end is near, man. The crazy part is the brother didn't even feel that out. The brother Nolan Wells, he couldn't even feel that out because of the brainwashing that his end was near. You on a boat with nothing but oppressors. It's like we got Captain Sapari in the building.
Clap it up.
Clap it up, man.
First. Hell yeah.
So like I said, we got a question online too.
What's the question?
It's from Roby Haynes. He said earlier, he said, what do we believe?
Well, the truth is that the so-called Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man is the true biblical Jew of the Bible, you understand? And that the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Is the mic, it's on the right thing?
Nah, it's not.
I'm just showing that. Talking about like on the software. And that the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, you understand? So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And now we gotta return to our culture. We gotta return to our ways, you understand? That's what time it is. Go out for everybody checking in. We see Batak online and several others, you understand. Tonight's brotherhood class. Brotherhood class and Drunk with Them gonna be in the building very shortly, you understand? No, you can let's piggyback when tell us about left off. Where we at?
Lamentations 4:18.
Let's get some more of that.
Oh, okay.
Lamentation.
It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps.
They do what?
They hunt our steps.
This is the characteristics of our oppressor. This is his characteristic. This is how he operates. Like a wolf, like a beast. What the scripture say? Oh, you beast of the field. It's talking about the heathen, you understand. And they hunt us. In this instance here, he's speaking of Nolan Wiles, right? Go ahead. They hunt our steps. Go ahead.
That we cannot go in our streets.
We can't even go on the street. This is talking figuratively and literally. Everybody understand?
Come on.
They don't just hunt you in they hunt you in every way, socially, economically, socially, politically. You know, we out for prey, you understand? And here you got this young man. Go ahead.
Colonel Khan, our end is near.
Our what?
End is near.
Saying this place is coming to an end. Everybody understand?
Colonel Khan.
Everything that's happening in the earth right now, it may seem like a lot, but don't be discouraged or anything like that. Everything that's going on right now is for our liberation. The fall of America, Babylon is falling. Understand that,
right?
All these straits is closing up. Not only the Strait of Hormuz, but the Red Sea, all of the other alternative points that were being used to get ships in and out of that region. The Houthis got that down pack. You understand?
Okay.
So it's only getting worse. No, everybody praying for a ceasefire. Everybody praying for, the Israelis or whoever you praying for. Either or, ain't nobody gonna win but us. Go ahead, but they are in our footsteps.
Come.
Go ahead.
Our days are fulfilled.
And our days are fulfilled. That's coming very soon. Give me the I'll show you. That's fine. That's cool. Can I get it in the one I was just speaking of, the beast, Isaiah? Is it 56 or 59?
Sorry, what's the scripture again?
All ye beasts come to devour. Let me get that when you get a chance. But no, we're gonna go on this book a little bit for the general get up here and teach his lesson. We'll stay on this topic until then. And get me with Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Oh, you already got the Isaiah?
Come, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 9.
Go ahead.
All ye beasts of the field.
The Lord called the heathens what?
Beast of the field.
Anybody want to know why the Lord calls them beasts? Anybody want to take a stab at that? No.
It's like it says it because they when the Most High, I mean when what was it when Jacob when Isaac gave him the blessing, he said they were gonna be people to fill, right?
Okay, well you on it. Well, yeah, that too, but really more or less this: a beast doesn't have any. Go ahead.
So like, sir, if I may, the beast is talking about the other nations, how they gobble us up. They economically, physically as well.
Absolutely. You on it, but also this: a beast doesn't have a moral conduct. You know what I'm saying? You put a piece of pork in the front of a beast, he's going to eat it.
Come.
A beast doesn't have any rules. A beast just wild. You know what I'm saying? On the attack, on the prowl, what have you. That's how these other nations are against us. Look around you. Look around about the Arabs. They're in our neighborhoods, but we only see them when some type of purchase,
Right.
some type of business. They come not to live amongst us or be around us, but to devour us as a beast does. You understand? They're not part of our family. They're not part of our society. Part of our society is like a family would be. You understand?
Come.
Go ahead.
Come to devour.
They come to what?
Devour.
No, they come to sit at a round table.
Devour.
No, they come to march with us.
Devour.
They come to devour. They don't come to make peace. They don't come with solutions and round tables and boycotts, and they come for one thing, and that's to devour you.
Come.
That's what a beast does. A beast ain't there to be a pet, unless it's some type of domesticated beast. It's the one right there. The one too. Unless it's some type of domesticated beast. But they come, a beast roll up on you. You think you in danger.
Right.
But we don't think we in danger. Just like Nolan Wiles didn't think he was in danger. He didn't think he was in danger of being amongst beasts.
Right.
You understand?
Khan.
He didn't understand that they come to devour. He didn't understand. He couldn't comprehend that. And there's somebody you can thank for that too. And it's going to explain it here in this scripture here. Go ahead.
Khan. Yea, all ye beasts in the forest.
Say, yay. All ye beasts in the forest. Go ahead.
Khan. Verse 10. His watchmen are blind.
Look. We got the beasts that come to devour you, right? Shalom, Lord Christ. You got the beasts that come to devour you, right? But you got watchmen in. You understand? Ever heard of a watchtower? Somebody's in that tower. They looking downfield for what? What are they looking for?
To warn you.
Warning. They looking for danger. That's what they doing. They looking for danger. And our watchmen, the watchmen of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, right? Who are our watchmen? Our black leadership.
Right.
Give me some examples of our black leadership. Good enough.
Like, so the Christian pastors.
Christian pastor, that's one.
People like Al Sharpton,
Al Sharpton. Mm-hmm.
entertainers,
Absolutely.
politicians.
Politicians, absolutely. Anything else?
Fly. He just said it.
Your politicians, your celebrities, these appointed people that have been put above us to so-called lead us. They supposed to be the watchmen. You have something else?
Yeah, social media influence.
Oh, good night. Forget about it. That's what the goddamn pastor is. He's a goddamn what do they call them? Motivational speakers.
Right.
That's what your pastors is. You understand?
Like
Your pastors and your imams and your politicians, they're a bunch of goddamn motivational speakers with no solutions. You understand?
Come.
They were supposed to be the watchmen. They were supposed to see that Nolan, hey man, you gotta watch your back, Nolan Wiles. You can't be going on no camping trip with a bunch of white folk.
Right.
It would have been a warning.
Shalom to the online, to the brothers and sisters online. Shalom. How about you, Shabbat? Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Tabak Shema. What's going on, brothers?
No, sir.
How y'all been?
Good, sir.
All right. Yo, today wanted to go over in First Ezra, right? And usually it's the same, it's usually the same thing. But in this particular case, like every captivity, like what we don't realize all throughout the Bible, every captivity, the Lord gonna raise men up. You know what I mean? Like he did it when we was in Egypt. He raised Moses up. You know what I mean? The Babylonian, Jeremiah and Isaiah. You know what I mean? The Assyrian captivity. All these captivities. Before then, it was the judges. He raised up men to stand for Israel. In this captivity, guess who's supposed to stand? We supposed to stand. Your pastors, your reverends, your ministers Farrakhan, your educated Negroes, they're not going to put their life on the line because they feel they got so much to lose. Right. Plus, they love money. You know what I mean? That's the whole purpose of them gaining the attention of the people to get money. You know what I mean? It ain't about the helping black people, helping fix black people. Like, how you gonna help black people if you don't fix black people?
All right.
You know what I mean? If we still killing one another, we still getting high on drugs. You know what I mean? We still molesting our children. You know what I mean? Leaving our wives. You got to fix black people, man. That's only a part of it. Then you got to stand against the white man. Then you got to stand against the black leadership that have swayed black people to follow America. Like, there's a big tug of war right now with black people. Like a lot of blacks are saying, oh, the word Uncle Tom comes from a man that was a fairy tale or novel that some white woman done wrote. That ain't even the actual. They always say, "Yo, that story was based off of Josiah." That wasn't based on his story. His story is totally different. Josiah only freed his own family, which I can understand it. But later on we'll go into that. But give me First Ezra. Get a good clear reader, man. First Ezra is now we're gonna go through this. A little long-winded. And let's start at
Salakia. So you said verse 1.
Chapter start at First Ezra chapter 3 and 1.
Con, sir.
And then I'm gonna have another brother take it from there. Just clear and loud so the people can hear us.
Con, sir.
So they won't get caught up.
First Ezra chapter 3, verse 1. Now when Darius resigned, he made a great feast unto all his subjects and unto all his household.
At this time, the Persian Medes, they were in control of the empire. They already had, how should I say it? They took power and defeated the Babylonians. Children of Israel were still in the Babylonian Empire, and we were scattered in his empire as well. Go ahead.
Con. And unto all the princes of Media and Persia. Verse 2. And to all the governors and captains and lieutenants that were under him, from India unto Ethiopia, of 127 provinces.
Right. So that's how far his empire stretched. Read on.
Con. Verse 3. And when they had eaten and drunken and been satisfied, were gone home.
Right. He sent them all home. You know what I mean? He had a big feast for them. Go ahead.
Con. Then Darius the king went into his bedchamber and slept, and soon after awaked. Verse 4. Then 3 young men that were of the guard that kept the king's body spake one to another.
Right. So these 3 brothers, which was heathens, they started, they on duty. You know how y'all do when y'all pull in the Shema, y'all start talking. Read on. Like you got to picture what's going on. You got 3 heathens, and they talking amongst themselves, but they on guard duty. Like people do, you know what I mean? You get to talking, he sleep, go ahead.
Con, verse 5. Let every one of us speak a sentence. He that shall overcome and whose sentence shall seem wiser than others, unto him shall the king Darius give great gifts.
Right. He said, whoever got the wisest saying, let King Darius give them great gifts and power. Go ahead.
And great things in token of victory. Verse 6. As to be clothed in purple, to drink in gold, and to sleep upon gold, and a chariot with girdles of gold.
Right.
And a head tire of fine linen, and a chain about his neck.
A prize. They 3 heathens or 3 heathen men competing amongst each other. They said, man, listen, it's like all three of us would be like, yo, whoever got the wisest saying. Like some brothers be talking about whoever got the baddest bar. Right? And the hip hop, who got the baddest bar, let him win. Well, it's the same thing with this sentence, a wise sentence, a wise parable. Read on.
Con. Verse 7. And he shall sit next to Darius because of his wisdom, and shall be called Darius his cousin.
Right, he's gonna sit beside Darius, and Darius is gonna call him cousin. Don't that sound familiar? What's up, cousin?
Con.
Go ahead, read on.
Con.
Cousin is your man. That's your man.
Verse 8. And then everyone wrote his sentence, sealed it, and laid it under King Darius his pillow. Verse 9.
So they laid this. Each man laid their own sentence. They put it in a letter, in an envelope, and they just sealed it. So they said when he wake up, he gonna see it, and when he read it, let's see who got the wisest saying, who got the baddest lyric. Read on.
Con. Verse 9. And said that when the king is risen, some will give him the writings, and of whose side the king and the 3 princes of Persia shall judge that his sentence is the wisest. To him shall the victory be given, as was appointed.
Right. So he said they made a deal. They said whoever got the best one, yo, let him have victory. Read on.
Con. Verse 10. The first wrote, wine is the strongest.
Said wine is the strongest. Alcohol. That has more power over a man. Read on.
Con. Verse 11. The second wrote, the king is the strongest.
He's saying the king got more power than wine. Go ahead.
Con. Verse 12. The third wrote, women are strongest, but above all things, truth beareth away the victory.
Right. Read on.
Con. Verse 13. Now when the king was risen up, they took their writings and delivered them unto him. And so he read them. Verse 14. And sending forth, he called all princes of Persia and Media, and the governors and the captains and the lieutenants and the chief officers. Verse 15. And set him down in royal seat of judgment, and the writings were read before them.
So they read now, they're going to read the 3 writings of these brothers. Go ahead.
Con.
Well, not brothers, but they don't say that they brothers. So I'm just saying they heathens. All right. Read
Con.
on.
Verse 16. And he said, call the young men, and they shall declare their own sentences. So they were called and came in.
But it was 4 men. Go ahead.
Con. Verse 17. And he said unto them, declare unto us your mind concerning the writings. Then begin the first who has spoken the strength of wine.
Now he gonna run it down. This brother said, yo, wine is the strongest. You know how we do. Pac is better than Biggie. You know what I mean? We debate amongst each other. So go ahead.
Con. Verse 18. And he said thus, O ye men, how exceedingly strong is wine. It causeth all men to err that drink it.
Right. He's saying men start messing up. They make mistakes. It causes all men to err. All right.
Con. Verse 19. It maketh the mind of a king and of the fatherless child to be all one.
It means it makes all of us be all one. If we all got toasted right now, you ain't gonna respect my rank, right or wrong. I'm talking about we got toasted. You're gonna be so drunk and intoxicated, we all gonna be equal. We're all gonna just be a whole bunch of drunks. Read on.
Con, sir. Of the bondman and of the free man.
Of the bondman and the free man.
Of the poor man and of the rich.
Right. That alcohol, you drunk, everybody's equal. You know? You ain't thinking about he's richer than you. Because you're intoxicated. You feeling good. In other words, you're high. Go ahead.
Con. Verse 20. It turneth also every thought into jollity and mirth.
Right.
So that
makes you happy. Y'all know how y'all drink to be happy, to chill out. Y'all say it's chilling, but it's really relaxing you, making you feel good, making you happy. Read on.
Con. So that a man remembereth neither sorrow nor debt.
Right. You ain't thinking about your problems. Then the scripture, it says, give him drink, those that are being in affliction. It makes them forget. Like when you see a homeless person out there, and a lot of people, and I had to learn this because it was another brother that was over me at the time, and we going to the liquor store. So at that time, I didn't really drink at that time. I had stopped drinking. So I gave this lady a couple of dollars. And the brother said, yo, you don't need to be giving her no money. Don't give her no money, man. Because she ain't going to do nothing but go in the liquor store. But I'm like, yo, we going to the liquor store. In my mind, I'm like, yo, we going to the store ourselves. Right? So I get a little, he kind of, it's like not a hard checking, but a schooling. Like, checking me like, yo, don't do that. So I said, okay, fine. You know what I mean? I ain't think no harm in it. We get over back to the school, Jeremy Yohana there. And then Jeremy Yohana said, he this is years ago, and he brought that scripture out. And then he said, who most need to forget their affliction? Somebody that's homeless. You think about that. If he forget about being homeless, or he forget about that he got 6 months to live. I'm not saying give somebody alcohol, but I'm just saying, you think about it. He'll forget his misery. All right?
Yeah, I'll take some Pepsi. Just Pepsi.
He's the reader.
Come. Verse 21. And it maketh every heart rich, so that a man remembereth neither king nor governor, and it maketh them speak all things by talents.
Right. I mean, he'll say anything out of his mouth. We all know that. We all from the hood. We know you be like, man, he drunk, man. You got to forgive him. Right or wrong. We all been there. It ain't like we don't. Some of y'all been that person. No, I'm joking, man. Y'all looking at me all serious. Y'all probably was that person. Read on.
Come, sir. And when they are in their cups, they forget their love, both to friends and brethren, and a little after draw out swords.
Right. You know what that's saying? Anybody know what that's saying?
It means basically when they get drunk, they want to fight.
They want to fight each other. We all know that. Read on.
Come, sir. Verse 23. But when they are from their wine, they remember not what they have done.
We all know that. Did I do that? No, I know I ain't do that. No. So he's trying to say, yo, alcohol is the strongest. Read on.
Verse 24. O ye men, it is not wine the strongest that enforceth to do thus. And when he had spoken, he held his peace.
Right. Okay. The next man gonna go up. And you still got it, or somebody else gonna read it? You reading good, clear, and strong too.
This is First Esdras chapter 4, verse 4. Then the second.
You good?
Come on. First Esdras chapter 4, verse 1. Salakia. Then the second that has spoken of the strength of the king began to say.
So this brother saying, nah, the king is stronger than some wine. Read on.
Verse 2. O ye men, do not men excel in strength that bear rule over the sea and land?
Right. They could cause war. Right or wrong. They could send a man just like they sent Columbus. He went out and risked his life across the oceans. Go ahead. And ruled. Go ahead.
And all things in them. Verse 3. But yet the king is more mighty, for he is Lord of all these things, and have dominion over them.
Right. He set borders. You see how Trump is, right? Anybody coming in the waters, Trump going to destroy him. Trump is like a nut, but he acting like he's a king. You know what I mean? Like he'll bomb whoever he want to bomb. Whoever he say is the enemy, whether the Congress agrees with him or not. That's the same thing with any other king. They got power and they make men go to war. They make people pay for the war. So this brother is trying to run it down like, yo, the king got power. That's one of the strongest. Go ahead. That's the strongest. Read on.
And whatsoever he commandeth them, they do.
Right or wrong. Risk your life for it. You risk your life for him. For his interest, not yours, but for him. Go ahead.
Verse 4. If he bid them make war, the one against the other, they do it. If he send them out against the enemies, they go and break down mountains, walls, and towers. Verse 5.
Like breaking down a tower, you're going to get arrows shot at you. They might even back then they pour oil, hot burning oil on you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And today it's the same thing. It ain't oil, but it's bombs. You know what I mean? There's somebody shooting at you. You know what I mean? So he running it down. He said, don't the king make men climb towers? You in your right mind, you ain't gonna go climb no tower for somebody else. But his power makes you do it. Read on.
Verse 5. They slay and are slain. In transgression, not the king's commandments.
Right. They don't want to look at as a traitor. That's how powerful the king is. Like, be real. Nobody wants to go over there to Iran and fight, but what? They over there fighting. That's power. Come on.
Like, sir. So that poet says they slay and are slain at his word. So if we go out there and we have a fight, that's a gang fight. If the king sends you, that's warfare.
Right. That's right. That's warfare. And it's like honorable. You know, they read on.
If they give victory, they bring all to the king. As well.
Think about that. You go risk your life and you bring all the wealth to the king. You bring all that oil, that control of the oil. You bring all the gold. You bring all the women. Read on. Come on with it.
It's like, sir, it's crazy, right? When you think about it, they bring all the wealth to the king, and the veterans are out on the street homeless.
Yeah.
And the only thing they have to their credit is I fought a war.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tons of veterans out there on the street corner. You probably wouldn't realize it until you start talking to them. That went over to Desert Storm. What was the other one before that? Nah. I'm talking about recently. Iraq. The Iraqi war. You know what I mean? Then you had Desert Storm. And right now they get ready to go to war again. You know what I mean? Read on.
As well, the spoil.
And that's why I be tripping, right? I remember I'm a veteran, right? And the dude said to me, he see me with some fatigue. So he said, man, thank you for your service. I was like, listen, that what you just said, I said, that's garbage. I said, that ain't really what's happening. You know what I mean? Like, you thanking me for my service, and then the so-called America saying that, this is what I told him. I ain't fighting for your rights, because if I was fighting for your rights, I would be fighting against these people that run this country.
Right.
Because they're the only people that violate black people's rights. Is this country. Read on. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Well, good. Muhammad Ali said that. When he refused to go to Vietnam,
Right.
like, why would I go over there?
And
with my enemies right here, these white people.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why, like, a lot of veterans that actually that went to war, that come back, they fight their kids never to join. Veterans that join, that don't see no fight, they fight their kids. This is black people. They fight their kids never to join. Never join. Christians, they applaud you joining. It's so much, but when I was in the service, I don't hate to die. I'm gonna divert a little bit, but when I was in the service, most of the black drill sergeants and most of the sergeants, they all said, don't trust no white boys. That was always just a common thing. When my brother was in, they told him the same thing. You'll see some old school blacks, and you get to being around them, they're not real old dudes because, 40, whatever, and I'm like 20-something, 21. But they always tell you, don't trust no white boy. You get in trouble with in the military, they're gonna let them loose or give them a lenient sentence, but they're gonna smoke you. It's always been that way. And I always tell sisters, don't let your daughters join no goddamn military. I wouldn't even mess with, at one time when I was in the military, I wouldn't even mess with a broad that was in the military. The stuff that they be doing and wanting to do and having to do for rank and all that, and just being a victim. This is crazy. It's crazy. And when I was in, racism was strong. So I don't know about now. I believe it's still racist. You know what I mean? A lot of times, black and Latino military dudes will say it ain't racist. It's because they've been brainwashed. It's a hell of a technique to brainwash somebody, and you can brainwash them when they're young, because they use your energy and just boosting you up. Now think about it: a 19-year-old, and he's training, and he's getting healthier and stronger. It's easy to brainwash somebody like that. That's why football players, they get brainwashed by their coaches. You amped up. It's easy to brainwash them. Easy. That brainwashing will have you do anything. You know what I mean? By the orders of a king. Read on.
Khan. As well, the spoil, as all things else. Verse 6. Likewise, for those that are no soldiers and have not to do with wars.
Right.
But use
husbandry. Right. Y'all know what husbandry. You know what husbandry is? Farming. That's what husbandry is. You know, doing the land, growing crops, you know what I mean, taking care of animals. You give that to the king. But he ain't out there working. But he demands it. The only king I've got is Christ. That's it. I'll do all those things for Christ. You know, just think about it. We haven't had a king in what, over 2,000 years?
Right.
Like every other nation got a ruler but us. Right. Like we wouldn't even know how to act if we had a ruler, a king. Like we ain't never had the experience of having somebody rule over us. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
So if I could, so is that the way that has always been with a king? Like how it says that the husbandry, he reap what they sow, like how they speak about Yahweh Shai, you know what I mean? You say that.
With Yahweh Shai, he gonna do it in all in righteousness.
Come on.
That's the difference. You know what I mean? That's why the Lord was saying, yo, man, this king gonna multiply horses. This king gonna do this. You know, in Deuteronomy, the 17th chapter, where he's gonna multiply and do all these things. Those kings, the kings of Israel and Judah, they all corrupted themselves. Like Rawbone said, they asked Rawbone, the young man asked the older dude said, are you gonna be like your father? He said, I'm gonna be worse than my father. I'm gonna make everybody pay. I'm gonna exact more than as much as I possibly can. That's the problem with having bad leadership. Guess what else? Your black senators in Baltimore, they do the same goddamn thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They
getting paid for corporations. That's what they work for. You go out and vote and tell everybody to vote, and y'all vote for somebody, and then you don't see him no more because he's out there working for corporations. That's why he's too busy. He's working for them. Somebody from the streets would say he's hustling good. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Have you ever met a black politician? Anybody? You met one?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Just talk about it.
It wasn't a long conversation. I think I was.
Huh? Yeah, exactly. I remember Kahan. Y'all know Kahan Themyah. Kahan Themyah went down to talk to Eleanor Norton. Right? Went down to her office. He got to the receptionist. The first thing they asked him for was what? Don't say ID. Contribution. A politician will only do anything for you if they receive money. That's it. If they can get something out the deal, you know what I mean? They ain't doing anything for black people without getting a deal. It's just how it works. Capitalism at its finest. Read on.
Khan Khan.
I don't mean to crush y'all voting thing, but literally, I ain't never voted. I went and tried to vote when I was 18. Moms pumped my head up like, yo, we did this for that. I got into the booth and shit, man, look at all these things. I don't even know nobody. I walked right out. The lady said, did you vote? I said, yeah. I was 18 years old. That was the last time I ever even tried to vote. They tried to get me to vote for Reagan when I was in the military. I did that. Like, most black men ain't, and then they hold us responsible for what white people going to do to us. They're going to do that to us anyway. No matter who we vote for. We vote for a black or Latino. He not stopping what they're going to do to us. Ain't nobody stopping ICE. You got a Latino woman in Congress. You got a lot of Latino representatives, but they ain't stopping ICE. Why? Because Trump is a king. He do what he want. Read on.
Khan. But use husbandry when they have reaped again that which they had sown. They bring it to the king and compel one another to pay tribute unto the king.
Right. That's why the Lord put tithes in. He enacted tithes, just a tenth. See how mercy the Lord is? A king, he'll take more than what he's supposed to get. Read on. Like, can you imagine if you paying 10% of your tithes? Let's say you make $2,000 a paycheck. 10% is what, $200, right? What would America take out of that $2,000? Come on, numbers. What'd you say? What'd you gonna say? Yeah. Okay, I see. I might want to check on what you paying on tithes. Then yeah. That's correct. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Read on.
Verse 7. And yet he is but one man. If he command to kill, they kill. If he command to spare, they spare.
Right.
Verse 8. If he command to smite, they smite.
They're going to kill for a king. You know what I mean? All he got to do is give the order. He a man just like me and you. Go ahead. Read on.
If he command to make desolate, they make desolate.
Right. Bomb Iraq. Bush destroyed Iraq. He damn near blew it to smithereens. They still all messed up. You know what I mean? The same thing with the Palestinians. Their area is desolated. Go ahead, brother.
I was going to say that.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. Destroyed all that.
Because they're under Reagan in Haiti, they poisoned all the earth, so like a lot of land could not produce.
See?
But that was by his orders.
Yeah, see, white man, he a monster. Right. Like think about it, man. How do you stop a monster? Think about it. How you stop a monster? A monster.
You unalive him, sir.
You unalive him. And you notice most of their horror movies, that's how they do a monster until they get to Jason. The white man, he figured that even if you try to unalive him, it's going to be part 2 of Esau and part 3 of Esau. But that ain't going to happen this time around. When Christ come, he going to destroy Edom. It says that. Who is he that come from Edom? All bloody, garment all bloody. Ain't gonna be no part 2 of Esau. Ain't gonna be no part 2 or part 3 like it is with Jason or Michael.
Come on. If he command to build, they build. Verse 9.
Mhm.
If he command to cut down, they cut down.
Keep reading.
If he command to plant, they plant.
Keep reading. Just
Verse
keep reading.
10. So all his people and his armies obey him. Furthermore, he lieth down. He eateth and drinketh and taketh his rest.
Right, like any other man. Read on.
Verse 11.
But he a king. He got a crown. Read on.
And these keep
And
watch.
that's what he's trying to say. Like he's like any other man, but he got power because he the king. Read on.
And these keep watch around him. Neither may any one depart and do his own business. Neither disobey him, Salakia. Neither disobey they him in anything.
Right.
Verse 12.
Mhm.
O ye men, how should not the king be mightiest when in such sort he is obeyed? And he held his tongue. Verse 13. Then the third.
Now the third gonna break it down a little something. The other brother going, well, heathen. I don't know if it's a brother, but it's a heathen. Go ahead. Because he's in the Persian Medes Empire.
Who had spoken of women.
Now he
And-
gonna run it down with women. Women powerful. And Lord knows we all know how y'all women are. Some women know how to use it. They know how to use it. They know how to use their femininity. Yeah, don't be looking at me. Yeah, I know. Y'all slick. Sure, I'm used to it. I'd have been through the ringer with y'all. Listen, woman, you gonna be quiet. Nah, I'm joking. I don't want to teach brothers to be, a roaring lion in the house. But sometimes you better. Because she'll have you going crazy. Read on.
Khan. Then the third, who had spoken of women and of the truth. This was Zorobabel. Begin to speak. Verse 14. O ye men.
And I believe this might have been Zorobabel. I think he was a Levite up in there. Read on.
It is not the great king.
Don't quote me. I would have to check with General Muhammad. But I believe it's the same brother that was in the book of Zechariah.
Khan.
Not sure. Go ahead, brother.
It is not the great king, nor the multitude of men.
He's saying it ain't the great king, nor the multitude of men. Go ahead.
Neither is it wine
Neither is it wine. Go ahead.
that excelleth. Who is it then that ruleth them?
Right. He said, who ruleth them? There's somebody that rules over a king, that rules over wine. A woman I have, some brothers go into, commit themselves to go to AA meetings, right or wrong. You know what I mean? They'd be like, yo, you drink too much. They won't talk to you. They get mad. You know what I mean? They get upset. They put that pout on you. And you be like, man, she tripping, man. All right, man. I'm going to stop drinking. This goes for the brothers in the world, believe it or not. My father was one of them. You know what I mean? That was my man. My father was one of them. You know what I mean? He caught holy hell from my mom's for drinking. He was wow. But go ahead, read on.
Or hath the lordship over them? Are they not women?
Right. He's saying women, you know what I mean, got lordship. He gonna run it down. And y'all gonna agree, because it's exactly when you in love with a woman, especially when I was a young cat, she the only one that can get away with certain things. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That first love and that second love, or whoever your first baby mama, you know she can get away. Don't look at them trying to play that hard role. I done counseled most of y'all. Now I'm joking. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Run it down.
Verse 15. Women have borne the king and all the people that bear rule by sea and land.
Right. She carried it. Read on.
Verse 16. Even of them came they.
Right. They, out of a woman. We come out of a woman. You know what I mean? She tried to never let you forget that. Read on.
And they nourished them up that planted the vineyard.
Right or wrong. She nourished the children. You know what I mean? When you home, when you at work, who's picking them up from school? Who's with them all the time? Who's nourishing them? A woman. Read on.
From whence the wine cometh. Verse 17.
She like, yo, I nourished this child. He go and produce wine. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Verse 17. These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men. And without women cannot men be.
Right. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Read on.
Verse 18. Ye, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other goodly thing, do not love a woman which is comely and favor and beauty.
Right. How many brothers go out there and sell drugs? How many brothers was robbing banks in the 70s and in the 80s? You know what I mean? Like, you think about it. How much did you do just to please a woman? Half the time when you in high school, you're getting fly for not your homies. Right. You're getting fly for a woman, right or wrong.
Some brothers become doctors and lawyers because they're trying to impress women.
Yeah, whether it's a woman or their mama.
Right.
You do, you know what I mean? Like if women really understood that sort of power, they'll make you love them even more. If they did it in the right way. In the right way. Read that part again.
Come on. Verse 18. Ye, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely and favor and beauty?
Right. A man will fight hard. You with your woman and somebody disrespects you, you know you got to go hard, right or wrong. The last person in the world that you want to be disrespected with is with your woman. You know what I mean? Like, a man gonna go hard if he with his woman. And he gonna go hard to protect that woman. He gonna go hard to protect his daughter. Right or wrong? Read on, huh?
Verse 19.
And his mama. Right or wrong? A lot of y'all are killed for your mama. Go ahead.
And you know, the funny thing I've been seeing online is, even in real life, where a brother will jump in a fight over a woman he don't even know.
Yeah. You know they call him Captain Saberhole. Excuse my language, young lady. But that's true. And let me say this, and there's nothing wrong with it, especially in these days and times, man. If you know the sister is, like, there's certain instances where you'll see a sister and she may not be loud or nothing, but she being disrespected by a heathen. I know I ain't supposed to do it. But you're not going to treat her that way. You know what I mean? I tell the heathens, you know what I mean? Like, that's me. That's me. I mean, I might have to get checked for it later, but if she ain't making no noise and she ain't no trifling big mouth, you know what I mean, gremlin, I don't mind looking out for her. I don't mind saying something ready to protect her. That's me. And I hope, you know what I mean, that it would be in the right, you know what I mean, in the right fashion, the right order for the right person, for the right reason. You know what I mean? But to protect a big mouth woman that she's smacking her man, I'd be like, yo, bro, don't even get locked up for that, man. Go ahead and walk away. That's the most I'm going to do, straight up. You know? Go ahead, read that last part again.
Come on. Do they not love a woman which is comely?
Yeah, we love our sisters. And he's saying they comely, man. You love them. Go ahead.
And favor and beauty.
Men do all sorts of things for women. All sorts of things, man. You know what I mean? They'll work all, you know what I mean, all year round to bring that money home to the sister. Take her out to eat to make her happy. You know what I mean? So go ahead.
Verse 19. And letting all those things go, do they not gape? And even with open mouth, fix their eyes fast on her?
Right. Yeah. You know what that means? What y'all normally do in the corner. A fine sister walk by. What do y'all do? Back, when you was in the world. Yeah.
Yeah, you try to holler at her, sir.
Yeah. Oh, y'all be like, damn. You'll be like, you know what I mean? Right or wrong. That's
Right.
what we do.
Khan.
Just, a woman to walk by, we all get silent and look at her. When you're in the world, I'm just keeping it real, sisters. Go ahead.
And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold or any goodly thing whatsoever?
Yeah. He got more desire of a woman than he have of gold and silver. The reason why he out there going to hustle is for a woman. You know what I mean? The reason why he's going to work, buying a car, buying a fly whip, getting fresh or fly. What do y'all say now?
Same thing, sir.
Oh, yeah. For a woman. You for sure ain't doing it for no nigga. Right or wrong. You know what I mean? That's the last person you care about. And you do all this for a woman. Get your hair done, you know what I mean? You buy cologne to smell good around a woman. Let's keep it 100. So he's running it down and like, yo, we do all this for a woman. She has the power. Read on.
Khan, verse 20. A man leaveth his own father that brought him up and his own country and cleaveth unto his wife.
Right. Think about it. You move out of another city if she asks you to move out and live with her. You know what I mean? Like you relocate, leave everybody behind for a woman. That's just the reality of the power of a woman. You know what I mean? If you're that certain type of man. You know what I mean? But you're no longer that certain type of man no longer. All right. Read on.
Verse 21. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father, nor mother, nor country.
Right. You ain't, you know what I mean? You down with your rib. You down with your wife now. That's what men do. They down with their woman. They be like, hey, man, forget all that. But in the truth, it's something different. You know what I mean? You ain't doing all that. You're going to serve the Most High. That's who you're going to get down with. You're going to get down with this nation. You ain't going to leave your country, which is your nation, for no woman. A lot of brothers done left the truth for a woman. Straight up. A lot of brothers done left the truth for a woman.
Including Adam.
Including Adam. Yep. That's right. You know, another person, come on with it. Who else? Oh, okay. Come on with it.
But all right, when it say in verse 21, when it say he sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, what does that mean?
Sticketh?
Come on.
Let me look at it real quick. What verse you at?
Verse 21.
All right.
Khan. First Esdras chapter 4, verse 20. A man leaveth his own father that brought him up and his own country and cleaveth unto his wife. Verse 21.
Go ahead.
He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife and remembereth neither father nor mother nor country.
That means boom, 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 boom. Verse 21, right?
Khan, sir. Khan. First Esdras chapter 4, verse 21. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife.
I'm gonna check with General Muhammad. I don't want to throw nothing out there.
Khan.
Because it looks like it's saying he's sticking with his wife to spend his life with his wife. I'm gonna check with General Muhammad. I'll get back to you next week. Is it next week or the week after next? Might be next week, depending on my drivers. And I believe it's really sticking with it. All right. Like saying, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna wait till General Muhammad. That's the proper thing to do. Read on. So I'll get back to 21.
Come. Verse 22. By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman?
Y'all know that's true. Oh man.
Verse 23. Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal.
Say that again.
Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal.
That's too common in the hood. You know, certain brothers have done that.
Okay.
Right or wrong. Certainly y'all have done that. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for the truth, you probably still be doing that or locked up because of a woman. You know what I mean? Because you ain't gonna last long doing all that so many years. You know what I mean? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
And you know, it's heavy this is saying this because if a woman really knew her power, she'd be more careful. I mean,
you know what? She would be more careful, but when a sister come in here, she's supposed to be more smooth.
okay.
Like if a woman know what team she on, she can get a brother that's down for her. She can make mistakes and a brother will forgive her. Like that is really, like if sisters only knew. It's just like a homie. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to let sisters know. It's like when a homie mess up, he gonna be forgiven by the homies. Because he only gonna deal with the homies. But when a homie start dealing with some fluke, like what do we? Well, I know back in the day we said some fluke ass nigga.
Ops, sir.
Y'all call them ops. y'all terrible. Yeah, I always say, you know why I say fluke? Because it be somebody that ain't really down with you, and they be confiding in this sideline Negro. You know what I mean? Like they be listening to him. And he ain't really in with us. And you be like, why would you listen to him? And he don't really care for you. We the dudes that care for you. That's just like in the truth. Like, why would you go to another Hebrew Israelite or somebody in the world and think that, you know what I mean, them talking to them is going to fix your situation when they really can't stand us? It never works out. And that's what, like when I just back in, some years back, sisters used to post questions to the haters. I'm talking about trying to get counsel from haters. You can't get counsel from somebody in the world. If you're a sister in the truth, they supposed to come to you for counsel. Like, you think some nigga in the world gonna teach me? The most he can tell me is, yo, man, there's some work over here that I know I referred you to. But far as my life goes and how I deal with my woman and God and my people, now you can't tell me that. You can't teach me that. Y'all sitting in some hard chairs right now, right? Where them niggas at in the world that you be talking to? They ain't sitting in these hard chairs at what time is it? About 8:30, 9 o'clock?
Come, 8:30.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all devoted for this, man. I don't listen to nobody. I'm like, nigga, I teach you. You don't teach me. I tell even fake Hebrew Israelites, nigga, I ain't listening to you. Nigga, you ain't trying to really get it in. Go ahead.
Slaughter, sir, if I
Excuse my language for niggas, but niggas make me mad.
Slaughter, sir, if I could.
Those are people in the world. Excuse my language, y'all little young daughter over there. Go ahead.
No, I told my own mother that. I said, I love you, everything, but
Yeah.
that so-called advice you try to give me, I completely don't listen to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I said it straight like that.
Go ahead.
So you got a question online. You want to hear it now?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Sister Kasawa Na asks, Salaki General, if I may ask a question on the topic of men doing things for women. What if the woman doesn't recognize her power because he doesn't do the things the man mentioned in chapter 4?
She said, what if he doesn't recognize the things that she do for him?
I'll read it again. Salaki General.
All right.
If I may ask a question on the topic of a man
At the
doing
water for
things
your
for a
question,
woman.
sis.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to cut you though. Nah, I'm joking. Go ahead.
If I may ask a question on the topic of a man doing things for a woman.
Right.
What if the woman doesn't recognize her power because he doesn't do the things the man mentioned in chapter 4?
In chapter what?
Chapter 4.
Read chapter 4. Chapter 4, no verse? Oh, well.
Yeah, we are in chapter 4, sir.
Okay, but she ain't give no verse. But here, I'm gonna just tell you in a nutshell, right? A lot of times brothers ain't there yet, and brothers need to get counsel. Number two is the Lord is long suffering with us, and He's long suffering with, and this is what we really got to understand. He's long suffering with us, and He's long suffering with your wife. So, meaning this, a lot of times you sisters, you got to see what works. Not every basic thing he gonna see. But if you with a man and you done did everything the right way, you supposed to know what makes him happy. And let me tell you what normally makes him happy. Stop complaining. Stop gossiping. That is the start. Now it takes a long time to build the relationship, and it doesn't happen overnight. And then sometimes you got to tell a man, yo, listen, I did that because I was trying to, make you happy. But our sisters now, because of America, they kind of act like us. They done been through, some rough stuff. So they gonna kind of not say nothing and expect it. Ain't nothing wrong with telling them, say, yo, listen, I did all this for you. Man, I'll tell a woman that, yo, I did all this for you, right or wrong. We ain't got no problem saying, yo, the only reason why I did that, man, I'm trying to do something nice for you. I mean, at least that's how I am. I'm not gonna try to, do it where she got to figure it out. I'm like, yo, you want this? I got you. I'll look out for you because you're all right with me because I love you. I mean, you brothers say love to your wife. I love you. Raise a hand. Look at this. Y'all niggas lying. Y'all roaring lions. They go home, curse they would. Nah, you stop. Brother, like, I don't want to look weak. Nah, but go ahead. Ask the sister. She got another question behind that, within that question. Because really, it's really like, I know what, like if I get on a brother, right? It's the same thing if I get on a woman. I know I can go hard with one of you brothers, but I can't go hard with one of these, my woman. So there's a limit how you want to treat somebody that you really love. And sisters, you got to recognize that, like you can make a man come home, and I done been this way. Whereas before, I'd be happy, cool all day. I get to the front door, and all of a sudden, man, my eyebrows change like this. I'm like, I'm ready for war. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready for war. I'm ready for the argument. Then you got to break that. Like we got to break that. The men got to do it. The sisters got to do it.
Come on.
So ask the sister, she got any more? Because I need more on that.
Want me to?
She didn't respond? Go ahead. No, yeah.
She hasn't responded yet, sir, but I have another question.
Go ahead.
Shalom, sir. What is a good verse to use to get your husband to understand you want to be recognized and appreciated for the little things that you do for them?
That's real simple. That's Proverbs, the 31st chapter, verse 10. But for most sisters, I go to Proverbs 31 and probably verse 1 or 2. Somebody get that for me real quick. I forgot y'all phone dudes now. Don't nobody have a Bible here but me. You know I'm old school. I start flipping through the page. Verse 1 or 2. Verse.
What, my son? And what, son of my womb? And what, son of my body?
Then give me verse 1. Yeah, you always read them both of them. I said either or.
Proverbs 31, verse 1. The words of King Milk,
Yeah.
the prophecy that his mother taught. 2. What, my son? And what?
Somebody know where I'm looking for. It's in that same 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, you got all you got to do is look for it.
Go.
3.
Go.
Give not thy strength,
That's number 1.
nor thy ways to that which destroys kings.
Which is a woman. You don't give your power to a woman. Now read what she had to Acts and give me 31 to 10.
Verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman?
Stop right there. What else what did she ask?
Shalom, sir. What is a good verse to use to get your husband to understand you? It's like understand you want to be recognized and appreciated for the little things that you do for them.
You got to keep doing it. Just like the Lord is long suffering and your husband is long suffering with you, a couple of actions is not going to amend the marriage. This is a lifetime thing. You got to change your whole spirit. You got to change how you act all the time. Like, don't just get them to recognize it one time. Get them to recognize it for life and say, yo, I got a good sister that's down with me. You know what I mean? Like I could come into school as an officer, do a few things, and then I fall off or I just stop doing a lot of stuff. I got to continue this pace. I got to continue to put work in. Like I haven't stopped. Like the problem is that we want to do some good things and get rewarded. I ain't clout chasing. The only clout chasing that I'm doing is for the Most High. With that, my orders will be fulfilled by following my orders of the men above me. So I don't need the clout chase because all I'm really in this thing for is to get a crown. And when I get that crown, then I done made it. And I don't have that crown right now. So it's the same thing with a sister. This thing you got to keep working at. This ain't something where you get to a position and then you straight. Nah, Satan gonna come at you. Women gonna tell you, other women gonna tell you bad counseling. Other brothers gonna come at you with bad counseling. I'm talking about people in the world. That's why I say never listen to somebody in the world. If you ain't sitting in these classes and you ain't loving this truth and you ain't down with this truth, yeah, I'm gonna let you run your mouth because freedom of speech is for everybody. But if you think I'm gonna take heed to that, nah, I'm not taking heed to that. Now, if you're gonna teach me about some sort of skill so I can further the truth, okay, I'll listen. And then I'm gonna tweak it my own way with the brothers in the truth. Hey, yo, I heard this. see what you know what I mean. I'm gonna have a brother research it, or I'm gonna research it, and me and him gonna come together. That's how I do it. I'm not trusting people in the world. People in the world, they got alternative motives, and they hate the truth, even though they ain't saying it. Like, the reason why if they ain't out in here and they talking to you is because they hate the truth. They disagree with it. That's why. Like, if you got a rib that ain't in here, it's because she really hate what you doing. If you got a homie that's not in here and they hate the truth. They feel it's too hard. How hard it is to learn to not to eat certain foods, to mess with certain women. All that is beneficial. You don't eat no pork, you don't eat no shrimp, no crab. Yo, listen, you ain't got to worry about cholesterol. You don't mess with no whore. You ain't got to worry about AIDS, herpes. Right or wrong? Like, it works out to our benefit. Like, all I seen is, yo, listen, I used to say this, yo, compared to what my life was back before 2000, it's way better now. And I got way better loyal brothers and sisters that I'm down with. I had a whole bunch, like I always say, I had a bunch of brothers, man, that would say, yo, they down for me. You remember one thing I liked about back in April at the Passover when we was chilling, this brother disrespected the Bloods. That nigga said, yo, man, you know what I mean? Like that's how you gotta look at a whore. That's how you gotta look at, you know what I mean, drugs. That's how you gotta look at everything that destroys Israel, everything that's against the Most High. So all the sister really gotta do is keep doing what she need to do to make her husband happy. And then eventually she'll win. But she got to realize how much dirt have she done in life. And she think a couple of, I'm not particularly saying this sister here, but we always got to recognize like how grimy were we? And we think doing a couple of, few deeds, you know what I mean? Like y'all supposed to recognize me? Come on now. How much evil did I do out there when I was in the world? Like she got to realize it ain't some one-time, two-time thing. You want to win a man over, yo, you got to conquer him with good deeds. You got to conquer him with loyalty, with love of the Most High. If he's a brother in the school, that's how you should go at it. You should constantly be blameless when you're trying to repair it with your husband. A husband should constantly be blameless when you're trying to, amend it with your wife. Like, be blameless. Like, why don't we walk around being blameless where Satan can't charge us? That's what happened at that camp with Kazak. That white dude had a demon, a vicious demon, right, and he hit the sign. He could have swung on anybody that he wanted to, but he hit the sign because Satan wanted to charge Kazak, get Kazak locked up, and y'all either arrested or never could come out there at camp. Kazak could have easily washed that devil. Right or wrong. Could have picked him up and slammed him on the head. That would have been it. Okay. That devil figured that black people in general, you're going to react like a nigga. You know what I mean? You hit a sign. Kazak did the right thing, and y'all did the right thing. He hit the sign. You gonna trip? You gonna knock his teeth out? As soon as you knock his teeth out, guess what's gonna happen? Somebody. Let me get him. Get the brother of Ramah.
You either gonna get unalived because he was a oppressor, so the police might shoot before they lock you up.
That would be extreme. What would be the basic thing that if after he hit the sign and Kazak knocked his teeth out, besides him looking for his teeth, what do you think would happen when the cops rolled up?
Oh, Kazak definitely going to jail, getting charged with first-degree assault, most likely.
That's on the normal case.
So, sir, if I could, Captain Kazaka, he definitely be charged of a hate crime because that dude was
That's
LGBTQ.
That's what they want. They want to charge you with a hate crime, which is federal. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful because Satan is. Go ahead.
I got more questions, sir.
Okay, come on with it. Y'all ain't gonna let me finish, huh? Okay.
Okay. The same sister as Shalom, sir. What? Oh, it's like Khan, sir. What if it is consistent, but he still doesn't recognize it, but complains you don't do enough?
Then you might have a brute on your hands. And what is she talking about? Consistent? Because a lot of you could do some things to a brother, and all he mad about is the thing that you did in the past, and you really got to get that squared away, and that comes with counseling.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like some brothers will hold something, man. And I'm gonna just say this: don't hold no grudges for a long period of time. You know what I mean? If you need, get marriage counsel, and that's really what she probably need is marriage counsel. And she probably did something that a brother ain't gonna say it. He gonna say she made me mad, but really, you done hurt that man's feelings. You done hurt him. And brothers hate to use the word hurt. You know what I mean? You know what we'll say? Yo, he disrespected me. So she probably would need a counsel to find out, because she could say, yo, man, I've been trying to be kind. I've been trying to do this. You know what I mean? So you might need some counseling, and then the brother might reveal why he's so pissed off. And even that, you got to work. A marriage is a lot of work. Marriage is a lot. It ain't easy, right or wrong. No, I ain't got a phone call from you yet, but let me stop. Y'all know it, right? Marriage is work. You got somebody else's life, in your hands. You know what I mean? Ain't that right? They just sitting. I'm hoping they don't play with that electric. Y'all need to put some duct tape on that over there. Or slide that box or that board over that open.
Take it what?
No, do it. The oldest Karate come. Slide that open hole when you get a chance. You know what I mean? Come on with it.
Like I said, the sister, the first question, she added some context to it, sir.
Say that again?
The first sister who asked the other question?
Yeah.
She did ask some context. So I'll ask the question again, and then I'll add the context.
That's fine.
Come on. Salaki General, if I may ask a question on the topic of a man doing things for a woman. What if the woman doesn't recognize her power because he doesn't do the things the man mentioned in chapter 4? And then she follows up specifically, if the man doesn't buy himself things to impress her or take her on dates, how can she understand her power, Salakia?
A lot of times brothers just don't know. Like a lot of a lot of things, a lot of situations within the school, if she's in the school, a lot of times brothers need to get counsel. Like we all, I'm one, and especially the generals above me. Yo, take your woman out. Take her out. You know what I mean? If she's not a terrible monster, take her out. But other than that, the sister answers that she probably need to get counsel. You know what I mean? I don't know what zone she in. She can put whatever zone she in, and she should seek her camp leader. Because a lot of times brothers just don't know. Just like sisters, like she said, she don't know her power. You know what I mean? She don't know her power. You know what I mean? A lot of sisters don't know their power. A lot of brothers don't know their power. You know what I mean? Until they come in here and get counsel, and then we'll tell them how to go at this. Half the time, we just don't know because we learned from our parents who never knew how to raise children anyway. Then we go to school under Esau, and we definitely don't know. Then you got the media, so the media tells you one thing. So really, she got to tell her husband to get counsel. She got to first of all talk to him and say, "Yo, listen, I've been trying to do this, that, and the other." Don't y'all do that to women? Let's keep it 100, right or wrong. You be like, "Yo, listen, man, that's what I did this, I did that." Come on, man, you act like you forgot. You know what I mean? Like, and brothers know, especially brothers in the world, a woman act like she forget what you do. Now I'm hearing the opposite. Usually he's just pissed off with something that she did. And she got to straighten it. She got to get counsel, and that's the only way to straighten it. Go ahead.
If I could, sir, in this scenario, just to take it off marriage, it happens often at the slavery, so at your work. You feel you deserve a promotion. You didn't get the promotion. You understand what I mean? What do? You go back and work harder.
Yeah. Right. And that's what I'm saying. You just got to keep doing it so that the Lord see it. And she got to become blameless so that the Lord will help him see it. Like she do all this and then say, listen, she take it to counsel and say, "Yo, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that." Sometimes, man, brother, he's seeing it, but he too pissed off. That's the reality. When you got a man that's really angry at you, he mad. You know what I mean? He ain't letting go. He's always saying, "Yo, listen, I don't care what she do. She disrespected me a month ago or a year ago." Some brothers and sisters be holding stuff way back, right or wrong. You know what I mean? You be like, "Nah, I ain't, pissed off." And she got to tell him, "Yo, we got to work this thing to go forward." And a lot of times she should be talking to her husband after this class. And more than likely, she might know what the hell she did. But he got to forgive her. If she ain't committed adultery, he got to forgive her. Right.
Sometimes it's as simple as, when it comes to stuff like that, if you enjoy your work, sometimes you don't need the recognition. You just enjoy, like a mother enjoys being a mother.
The Lord sees it.
A wife enjoys being a wife. Come, sir.
Yeah, that's really who's seeing it. It's the Lord that's seeing it. Like if you're doing the right thing for the school, guess who sees it? The Lord. You ain't got to be clout chasing. Right. Right or wrong. But I always tell you brothers, yo, man, hell of a job. Hell of a job. But the Lord seeing it. Like if she keep doing it, the Lord will see it. And the Lord will fight for her. The Lord will make him see it. Even if after a while he gets counseling and somebody above him will say, "Brother, she going all out for it. She going," you know what I mean? Like, yo, that's really like a relationship you got to work at. You know what I mean? If a sister is willing to put forth the effort, sometimes you got to give her props. You can't be a monster. You know what I mean? You can't be a lion. You can't be, you know what I mean? You gotta, just like you did with brothers, right? A brother gonna rub you the wrong way. Come on, man. We come up out of you can just wrap it if you got aluminum foil. Later. The water, brother. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, man, we just gotta keep working at it. Have I had problems in the truth with brothers? Yeah. Yeah. And I had problems with a rib. You goddamn right. I had a rib that was in the world for years. You know what I mean? Me and her, well, she left. You know what I mean? I was all right with it. You know why? Because I made sure I was blameless. So I'm all right with it. And that's how that sister got to be. You got to make sure you blameless. Like if you ain't did nothing wrong, then you ain't gonna really feel bad. Like if you been straight up, you be like, "Yo, I'm all right with it." She rolled out. You know? And she knew I was straight up. You know what I mean? So that's really what I was trying to tell brothers, that you got to try to be blameless. Like, we got to seek to be blameless. Like, it ain't your fault. You did everything possibly that you could do. And if the sister doing what she's supposed to do, then it ain't her fault. And if she want to repair it, she got to get counsel. And I don't expect her to, you know what I mean, disclose all her information, you know, over the online. So, sister, you got to either keep working at it or just take him to a marriage counselor and try to straighten it out and let your word, you know, let them hear you through the marriage counsel. She can always call me. All right. Is she a sister, a warrior in this zone? Yeah, she can always call me or call the camp leader over. Like, if she really been doing what she say she been doing, and then 9 times out of 10, what? Let's be real. Y'all don't know, huh? Huh? Speak up, baby. Speak up. Huh? Yeah. Speak, say it loud, right? You know what I mean? Like, don't stumble. You know. You ain't no young cat. Usually that ain't the case. You know what I mean? So I don't know the case, but usually that ain't the case. Anymore?
Nah, sir.
All right. Go ahead and read. And, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Still in the book of First Esdras, chapter 4, verse 23. Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers.
Right.
And looketh upon a lion and goeth in the darkness.
Right. This is what a man would do for a woman. Right? Right.
And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love.
Right. That's what a man does. Come on with it.
Wherefore, Salaki.
Slack, sir. That was the error. There are more questions, sir.
Okay. I want you to go for the sister. Go to for the sister, and she got to look at it like this. Salaki, give me Bob. I'm gonna go in Baruch. Somebody get Baruch. Whoever gets Baruch. Now, go ahead and read your question, though.
This is another question unrelated, sir.
Okay.
Officer 50 Mayaka asked a question.
More with it.
Slacker, sir, I had a question behind the scripture in Proverbs 13:20. When it mentions walking wise, when it mentions walking wise men, who would those wise men be? And who would be companions of fools be?
Companions of fools is Negroes in the world. Companion of the wise would be the brothers in the truth. That's real easy. The brothers in the truth, that's actually they're able to, make a decision based off the wisdom of the Bible. The wisdom of the Bible is going to protect you. Bottom line. Brothers in the world, they care nothing for you. It's like going to get counsel, like I always say, from some cat in the world. Like, a cat in the world can only counsel you on a trade, a skill. But when it comes to these lives and how to deal with life, how to deal with a relationship, how to deal with a relationship with a brother, how to deal a relationship with a sister, how it deals with a sister and a sister, you're only going to get this here.
Right.
We're going to show you who to deal with, who not to deal with. You know what I mean? Like, I got dudes in the world that I used to know. They call me. They try to get me to hang out and all that old dumb, even after I've been in the truth for so long. Like, the day I was born just passed. So, I was, like a few people know, don't even mess with them with that. You know what I mean? There's always one person that come with some BS. You know what I mean? Like, but everybody else know I'm not with it. So walking with fools are the fools that the last fool that called me to wish me a damn happy birthday. I'm like, I'm some child. People in my building don't even want to hear my mouth, so they don't bring certain things up to me. I'm not holding my tongue for fools in the world. Why? Why? I want everybody to know, don't come to me with that. And I tell them, don't come to me with that BS. And I don't say it the way BS. I say the full word. That way they have an understanding. So they're like, hey, you know, man, he's one of them Israelite dudes. I had a woman said, I can't stand y'all in my building. I'm like, I don't care. I can't stand Christians. What that mean? I don't care about people not liking me because I'm a Hebrew Israelite. What the hell that means? That don't mean nothing to me. Yeah.
So, like, so you want to get a scripture out of Baruch?
Oh, yeah, I should do that last, but damn, yeah. Baruch, I think it's 4 and it might be 28, chapter 4, verse. Yeah, I'm still losing. Let me see what.
You said verse 28, sir?
27.
27.
Yeah.
This is Baruch, chapter 4, verse 27. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto God.
And this is, in this case, as a people, we should do this. But in that sister's case, if she's trying to please a man, she should also cry to the Most High. But crying to the Most High without seeking counsel ain't gonna do it no good.
Right.
You know what I mean? Read on.
For ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. Verse 28. For as it was your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
And how do you seek the Most High 10 times more? Counseling. Counseling. You going through something? Don't make a move. Don't make a decision. The wisest decision is to not make a decision and take action, but to make sure that what you're about to do, to see if it's the right thing to do from somebody above you who's not going through what you're going through emotionally, something that's bothering you. You ain't ready to make the right decision. If I'm going through something, I call the men above me. Because they ain't not going through what I'm going through. I tell y'all that all the time. You want to win? Call somebody that's not going through what you're going through. They're not emotionally involved in it. They, you know what I mean? The only thing they want to see is that you come out on top. They trying to make sure that you win. Like that is the key to the counseling. To a man that's above you. You know what I mean? If a man above you can't solve it, you go above him, or he'll go above himself and go to the next man. Like, you know how you ever heard of each one teach one?
Come on.
You know what I mean? It's something like that with counseling. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times, like I said, I used to call them generals above me, and they calmed me down from doing something crazy when I was coming in this truth. You know what I mean? Because think about it, you coming in and out from the world, you react a certain way, and you've been reacting that way for so many years. A lot of times you come in here and you might have been here 2 or 3 years, you still reacting the same way. You got to react different. You got to be different. You got to become different. Bottom line is you got to be brand new. and you're only gonna be brand new from the men above you. Like they gonna tell you, yo, you messing up. You got to do this, that, and then the other. They see you better than you see yourself. They saw me better than I saw myself. I remember when I came in, I remember it was like, you got an anger problem. You got an anger issue. Yeah, I heard it before. The next time I heard it was when I was getting ready to graduate out of Hebrew Academy, and General Muhammad said, I'm worried about your anger issue. He changed your anger. Then when I became camp leader over Baltimore and DC, he said, I'm scared about, I fear for the men. He said, your anger, Kadam. He said, I tell you what, for 2 months, don't say nothing on the mic. Just watch the camp, make sure everybody go home. That was my job. That was my job. When I became camp leader. Don't say nothing on that mic. And make sure everybody go home. It's all about becoming brand new. These classes is about teaching you to become brand new. Also add to the scriptures and the history of the Bible so that you know that us here in America had to become brand new. Like the whole thing is that we got to become brand new because the white men have taught us lies. So in us being taught lies, we got to now find out the truth. The truth is what make us brand new. The truth is what make us free. Bottom line. So counseling in all areas of problems, and if you don't know, if it ain't being dealt with, you got to get counsel. And the thing about it is, most of the counsel that's coming from your camp leader is free. My mother used to always say, free schools and dumb niggas. Like the counseling is basically free, right or wrong. You talk to them, you come talk to me or the captain or the other captain or the 5,000s, they're gonna be like, yo, blah, blah, blah. They ain't charging you nothing. They want to see, they on your team. Assistant, same thing with assistant. I want to talk to you, General. Of course, I'm gonna tell your husband. You know what I mean? It's only right. You know what I mean? Because I respect the chain of command. Children, wife, husband, Christ, and God. And if a sister don't worry, if she not really tripping and she ain't did nothing and she was blameless, she wouldn't even mind me telling her husband. Right or wrong. If she blameless, she'd be like, yo, yeah, please do. Some sisters be like, please tell him. I'm trying to get this, you know what I mean? Like, she would be for it. So if a sister called me, you got a husband, you could better bet I'm talking to him. You know what I mean? So, because really, who is she living with? She ain't living with me. You supposed to, you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Like a sister, she ain't living with me. Of course, I'm gonna give her counsel, but I'm gonna let her husband know. Oh, your rib called me, blah, 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 blah. And I might even give him counsel. You know what I mean? And tell him, yo, listen, your woman is saying this, that, and the other. I might even say, yo, you need to bring each other together. And I'll let both of y'all speak. Sometimes it's just, me talking to both of them and then seeing if they're going to take that advice and start trying to work it. You know what I mean? So, what time is it? Y'all gonna make me go. I'm gonna continue this. Well, hold on, I'm gonna finish this part. Let's go back to First Ezra. It's First Ezra chapter 4. Let's finish that.
Okay. Book of First Ezra, chapter 4.
How do you deal with somebody, right, who loves to ask for counsel but never takes counsel? They love to ask for it. They'll call you all times of day, night, morning, whatever, and ask for the counsel, but never follow it.
Okay. Eventually, you basically stop. You let them know that did you do that, and then they don't do it. You give them another chance. Then you just tell them, say, yo, man, you ain't listening to counsel anyway. You're not gonna take my counsel. So a lot of times, yo, you got to let them do what they was going to do anyway. You know what I mean? Like if you keep counseling me, what for? I ain't listening to you. I just want to hear it. I just want to hear your counsel. Think about it. I call you at 10 o'clock at night. Then I call you at 11 o'clock at night one day. Then I might call you at 1 o'clock. The whole time you trying to counsel me. I ain't do nothing. You say, did you ever do that? Nah, I decided that I want to do this. Well, that's the repercussion of you making your own decision. You lean into your own understanding. So now that you did that, now you might have to pay for it. Like, why should I counsel you if you ain't never doing what I'm telling you to do? How long, you know what I mean? It's not like it's your daughter. It is your daughter, but it's not like, you know what I mean? Like she's a child. Like you counsel them until they get grown and then you stop counseling, right or wrong. It comes a point of time where, yo, they're not listening to your counsel. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. I mean, I dealt with people that, you know, I may have said, yo, do this, do that, do that. And then they come back and ask me something. And then I tell them, I said, well, you ain't did the counsel I told you to do 5 months ago. That's why you calling me about this situation. Had you did that, most of your problems would have been resolved, or that issue would have been resolved. I go through it. And me, because long suffering, and I know the generals dealt with me for a long time, I still do it personally. I still do it, and I just like, yo, you ain't gonna listen. But eventually, when it come time where I say, yo, that's it, guess who got to teach him? Not you. Guess who got to teach him if he ain't listening to me? Ramah?
If he ain't listening, he got to learn from his mistakes, which sound like society is going to teach him.
Don't say society. Say the world.
The world. The world is going to teach him, man.
Why don't you say Satan?
Satan. Call 911, sir.
That's what Paul did.
Satan is going to
deliver you unto Satan.
Satan.
He wasn't listening. So let Satan deal with him.
Come.
Y'all know who Satan is, right?
Okay.
Who's Satan? Who's Satan? Who's Satan? Huh? The white man. That's who. That's who locks your ass up. That's who don't care nothing about you. You don't want to listen to them, you get in an argument with your wife, she called the cops or the neighbor called the cops, then Satan come. And he don't care who he shoots or who he lock up. That's what we don't understand.
Satan shows up a quota he got to meet.
Yeah, he gonna fill that quota, especially around what's election time and at the end of the year. I was out in them streets. Let me stop. But that's real, right or wrong. What happens with, you know what I mean? I'm saying it ain't right to do, but what happens to when you got a child that ain't listening to you? Parents would throw them out the house and they would let the world deal with them. You know what I mean? Any more questions? Is that it? Or because I'm getting ready to go to the, y'all ain't gonna let me finish that. Come on with it then. You go ahead and read.
Come. It's the book of First Esdras, chapter 4, verse 24. And looketh upon a lion and goeth in the darkness. And when he have stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother.
Right. Go ahead.
He loves
his father more than he loves his wife more than father and mother. And a lot of times sisters want that same sort of love, but you got to earn that love. You know what I mean? You got to work for it. Same thing with a man. You got to work for it. Problem is we don't want to put in the work for marriage. A lot of times we done learned marriage under Esau, under the white man. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. You get in wedding, you get into a wedding. What is your job before you get married and you having a wedding? I'm gonna ask you, job, go ahead. But now let's say you said before you even ask her, what do you have to have?
You gotta be able to provide. First,
what else? I'm talking about you got a woman in front of you at dinner.
Yeah.
You got to what?
Yup.
Propose to her, right?
Yup. Gotta have a ring.
What'd you say?
A ring.
Right. You got to have a ring.
Yeah.
Don't you deserve a virgin?
Yeah. Sure.
Then why you got to give her a ring if she slept with men before you?
Right.
That's Esau's system.
Yeah.
Esau's system, it empowers a woman. A lot of sisters come into truth being empowered. Like she doing all that, she need to do more. Because what happens is she's saying, I did all this. It's humbling that sister. A lot of times when the sister come in here, she gets humbled. She stay in here, she'll get humbled. A sister that's not humbled, she's proud, they not going to sit in that chair. I done seen it several times where a sister she wanted to leave. It's reality. You got to yield your will to a man. I got to yield my will to other men too. I got to give it up. I got to yield my power to him, to the men above me, to the Most High, to Christ. This is how it works. A child has to yield their power to a mother. It's how it works. That's what the Lord set up. It's just how it works. But in the same time, you got to love your wife. Women, you got to submit to your husband. What does that mean? Do it mean you be a slave to your husband? Hell yeah. Nah, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. See, I ain't no damn slave. Nah, I'm joking, but submitting yourself to your husband, man, is because he got your back. He's the dude that's supposed to step in front of that bullet. He's the dude that's supposed, when you hear some noise in the house, yo, he know his job. Right or wrong, he know his job. You safe. You ain't got to make decisions dealing with the plumber, the carpenter, the mechanic. You ain't got to worry about them getting over on you because he gonna step up. And then you chill. All he show up is, yo, baby, the car is ready. Here the keys. Can you imagine, sisters, if you were single? You know how many mechanics get over on sisters? HVAC men get over. Like Remark, he be getting over women. He be like, yo, you need a whole new one. Come on. You scared? What you scared of? You around your brothers. Uh-oh. Yield your power. You straight. Let him rock the show. When the police arrive, you don't be helping the police. You know what I mean? Right or wrong? You probably be saying, shoot him. You straight. Why not relax? I know. It's hard with the brothers to a man that's above them. Y'all ain't the only one. There's brothers that have a problem with right or wrong. Listen, Ak, you better do something. They be pissed off, especially with me, especially with the other generals too. You understand? They go through the same thing. You think I'm letting them run over me? You damn right I ain't. Damn right. You think I ran over men that was above me? Hell no. I come in, I sat down, I said, cut under one cut. I shut my mouth. I asked questions. I did what I was supposed to do too. Straight up. That's how it works. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. America got a bad habit. That's why when brothers come in here, not only do women leave, but brothers leave. Brothers don't understand is a rank structure. The Lord done set it up, and he knows it's right. It's of the Lord. It ain't of man. That's where we gotta, keep our mind focusing. Everything in this Bible is about how the instruction of the Lord, how he wants a society to run. Now think about it. If you had your power and then somebody that ain't in the truth like you got power over a man in the world, they become drug dealers. They fill up the prisons. They get molested. We already had all that happen. The whole purpose is we didn't do the law, statutes, and commandments in our land. So the Lord kicked us out. And now he requires us to do it under a monster. Now let's see how tough you are. Let's see how bad you are. Matter of fact, she's gonna make me go to the scripture before matter of fact, start at 25. Start at verse 24 in Baruch. All right, I'm not gonna be able to finish that one. I'm gonna hit this last one. Baruch 4 and 24.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 24.
Just to, on what she said and how we got to do the law, statutes, and commandments because we didn't do it in our land. Our ancestors, us, we are our ancestors. We ain't do the law, statutes, and commandments what the Lord had gave us. We broke that contract. Can you imagine me and you make a deal and I break that contract? You be like, yo, man, listen, man, you ain't. I said, man, hell with all that. You be like, what? Yeah, you gotta get out of my house. No, you gotta leave. I don't want to hear it. You not only did you break it, but you saying you ain't doing it no more. Oh, and you found somebody else to follow. Can you imagine? Think of your woman, and she break the contract, the marriage with you, and then she start having sex with another man. That's what we did to the Most High. Like all the men can relate to that, right or wrong. And then she boasts of it and walk around in front of you in your house. She got to go, right? She got to go, Joe. You got to go up out of here. You're gonna kick her out, so you got to leave. You're gonna throw all her stuff out. You might even throw her kids with her. Like we don't realize how the Lord is. He wasn't no joke. Read on.
Like as now, the neighbors of Sion.
Right. The neighbors are talking about the heathens. Just like today, the heathens is looking at us. The Chinese, the Arabs, the East Indians, they looking at us. Yo, they looking like y'all don't realize they looking at you like you the slave of America. I'm better than you. Even though I come from a third world country, I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. You gonna come in here and steal. Read on.
Have seen your captivity. So shall
our captivity here in America. Like you the slave. Like, can you imagine white people look at you today? Like I used to own, when they staring at you, you be at work. I used to own it. You think they don't say that? You know what I mean? You ever think about something that you used to own? And say, damn, I used to own that. I used to have that. That's how white people look at us. Come on with it. No sweat.
I definitely agree with exactly what you said. It's so heavy because every time I used to have pits when I was young, pit bulls. So every time I look at one, I see one walking the street. Hey, I miss my dog. I used to own one of them.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's probably what they saying in their head. Like,
yeah,
probably the exact words. I used to own that dog.
Yeah, I used to own them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like same thing with lynching. Like all of a sudden now they starting to lynch black people. Like they finding our young generation being lynched. They used to get away with it. They got some crazy stuff where a coroner in the news now is saying that she fabricated and she, lied about, certain things that would prove that they were lynched by somebody. Y'all ain't hear about that? You ain't hear about that, Warrior? You usually stay on top of things. You ain't hear about that? Some white lady that did the autopsy and made it look like a suicide. Now she's being investigated. Y'all ain't hear and she did a few others. Yeah. I thought like you think the children, these white people today, you think their children don't know that they used to lynch us? That they used to have power over us? That they missed that power? Like, y'all don't understand. White people, man, they bloodthirsty. They wish they could make America great. Really, they wish they could make America way back the way it was. That's really what they're saying. Like, can you imagine? They tell you to stick your head in a laughing barrel. Go ahead and read.
Come. Sluggy. So shall they see shortly your salvation from our God.
Right. These heathens gonna see our salvation from the time is close. Like we done paid our punishment. Our punishment time is up. Read.
Which shall come upon you with great glory.
Right. Great glory. With glory, which is power of the Most High. Read on.
And brightness of the everlasting.
Keep running it down. The likeness of the everlasting, talking about the Most High. Come on. Run it down. I'll tell you to stop.
My children suffer patiently.
Right. The Lord said, my children suffer patiently. Meaning, allow this thing to happen. Suffer patiently. Read.
The wrath that has come upon you from God. For thy enemy have persecuted thee.
Right. Our enemy has persecuted us. Read on.
But shortly thou shalt see his destruction.
Right. His destruction now is going to come. That's what we wait patiently for. That's where the scripture says here the saints waiting patiently. They holding them swords. We patiently waiting, and that's our job. We just chill. We do what the Lord say do. And then we ain't going to have to worry about them. Read on.
Come. And shall tread upon his neck.
Ooh-wee. Can you imagine that? You ain't going to have to black out the Asians. You're going to tread upon his goddamn neck.
That's right.
You ain't going to have to, black out the Africans or the East Indians. You're going to tread upon his neck. Everybody know what that means. We'll stomp them out. We're going to get justice. We're going to get righteous justice from the Most High. It's coming from the Lord. Yeah, he punished us. And we sinned. And we messed up. And he threw us out of his land. But now we trying to come back to the Most High. Today, here it is. We facing the east. Today it is. We doing the law, statutes, and commandments. Today we waiting on Christ. Because this is what we doing. This is what we about. All of us in here to be, to get back to our land, to receive a crown, to get wealth, to have authority over the earth. We ain't doing this just because we love God so much. We love God, of course. But brothers in here doing a little something extra. You got to do something extra if you want that extra thing.
Okay.
Like, ain't nothing wrong with getting power. Ain't nothing wrong with getting wealth. You know what I mean? Like, we going to get that wealth, power. Like, the hell with a bag that the white man going to give you. Strings come attached, and then he take it back anyway. But this is forever. This is what Christ was talking about. In my Father's house, there are many mansions. But you got to work for it. You got to do the law, statutes, and commandments. It ain't gonna come by prayer. It's gonna come by action. You gotta show the Lord that you willing to do what you're supposed to do. Some of us is gonna go the distance, and some of us is gonna help others get to that distance. Read on.
My delicate ones have gone rough ways.
My delicate ones have what?
Gone rough ways.
We done lived a rough life. Think about it. Can you imagine picking cotton, getting out of slave, being raped, your kids being given to another plantation, your woman being raped in front of you, a man being raped, a child being raped? Just think about all that misery we went through. Then after slavery, our women were still being raped. We were being lynched. Little kids that was vagrants because they was trying to leave the plantation. The so-called white man, he created another system. You see men trying to leave the area that's go up north, and you on foot, they snatch you up, and then they put you back on the plantation because the plantation owner needs somebody to do the work on that field. This was happening all over. Anybody ever see Buck and the Preacher? I always bring this out. Anybody ever see Buck and the Preacher? That's some old school movie. The whole movie is with Sidney Poitier and Harry Belafonte. The whole thing was that these people was trying to leave away and go west from their former slave master. The former slave master hired white men to turn them back, to come back to the plantation to work those fields. All this is a reality. This is what we suffer. This is that rough way. Then after all that, then we still had to suffer heroin. We still had to suffer crack. Then it's a new thing with Molly and all this other fentanyl, homosexuality, abortion. Yo, that's rough to throw on the people, man, but that don't have no power in this country. That's rough. Think about it. I'm surprised your daughter here. She's supposed to be at home on her phone doing whatever. She up in here sitting down, and power to you, young sister. At the water for being here, man. Give that sister a hand. Like, that's raising up the next generation. Like I always say, man, we got to raise up the next generation to show the Lord and let the Lord see us, let the Lord hear us. You know what I mean? Like, we got to show the Lord something that, yo, Most High, man, we struggling, man. We trying to do what you asked us to do. Like, this is really what it's about. We going out there, we trying to wake the people up. Like, this is really putting in work. It ain't even about me. It's about this nation, about what the Lord wants us to do. Right. Like, I'm begging the Most High. I'm praying every night. Y'all going out there on them corners. We in here teaching all the time because we want the Lord to recognize and hear our plea. Right. This is the whole purpose. We want revenge. I know I want some revenge. Right. I'm doing. You know what I mean? We do revenge, justice. All this thinking that we're not gonna get no revenge, man. I don't know what planet you from. Read on.
Kalawaka. And we're taken away as a.
Read that part rough.
Kalawaka. Mr. Booker's First Esdras, chapter 4, verse 26. My delicate ones have gone rough ways.
Right, man. We've been through it rough. We had it rough in America. The times we talk about, they came here with the clothes on their back. We came here stripped naked with chain around our necks. You wearing clothes, we had chains. Come on, man. We hear that garbage. You know.
Kalawaka. And we're taken away as a flock caught of the enemies.
Keep reading, brother.
Be of good comfort, O my children.
The Lord said, be of good comfort, man. It's like you ever see a brother say, I got you. You ever be in a bind and a brother say, yo, I got you. You straight.
Come.
Be of good comfort. That's what the Lord is saying. I got you. You straight. You gonna do what I say do? I got you. You ever see a child do what his father or mother tell him to do? He got that child. Anything that child wants, he gonna do. He gonna try to go out here and get it. Read on.
O my children, and cry unto God, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you.
Right. The Lord brought these things because we sinned against him. He said, you're gonna be remembered. You do these things. That's where we supposed to be at. Like We in the very last days. We got to realize, yo, listen, Christ might pop up anytime, any minute. You don't know. He said he's gonna come as a thief in the night, the time that you think not. So you got to prepare yourself. Got to change your life. Got to stay strong. Got to stay firm. Don't let this world overtake you. Because let me tell you something. You dabble in the world will overtake you. Straight up. I stay firm with my brothers in the UPK. Straight up. Always have been and try and always will. Forget anything else. Read on.
For as it was your mind to go astray from God.
Right. He said, y'all went astray from me. I ain't going straight from you. We went astray from him. Now, we in America in this captivity, we trying to go toward the Lord. We trying to face the Lord. We trying to get the Lord to recognize us. Read on.
So
we trying to honor that covenant that we had made. And we trying to honor that new covenant. Read on.
So, being returned, seek him 10 times more.
You're supposed to seek him 10 times more now. Can you imagine staying in America, your children being raised up in America under the white man forever and ever? The white man ain't gonna give you no justice or show you no mercy. Read on.
For he that have brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation.
Right. He the one who brought these plagues, and he said, I'm gonna bring this everlasting joy upon you. But we got to come back to the Most High. What verse you in?
I'm in verse 30 now, sir.
You're in verse 30. That's it. I'm gonna let it go. Give me Isaiah, last scripture. Isaiah. We'll convene next time.
Sir.
I ain't gonna hold. What time is it? Next time I'm gonna stop at 9 o'clock. Straight up. All right, sis. I'm stopping at 9 o'clock.
Give the general a hand. ISUPK security announcement. We are the ISUPK throughout one West 1923 Street, Harlem, New York, under Command Jay Hanna. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to that brother or sister. There's another 6 month period in which the brother or sisters will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. It means 10th in the Hebrew, and it's pronounced Ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund is free will offering and is not mandatory. Whatsoever you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation, we have the Memorial of the Blowing of the Trumpets coming up on September 11th. Check on social media and ICPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, and so forth for any other updates. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and war scarves. With that, we have Israel Majum. We'll give one courtesy salute. And Israel Amajum Jabat, Majum, Barak, and Patah. Saw, which means turn to the sisters. We'll give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Sisters, rise. May Israel, Amajum Shabbat, Majum, Barak, Shabbat, dismiss.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're